Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Holder, and today I will be discussing the future and the history of esports. So, you're probably familiar with the term esports, and if you're not, esports is essentially competitive video gaming on a professional level. Now, I know it might sound silly to some to consider playing video games a sport, but it is a reality in today's world. And truly, anyone can be a professional gamer, which is why the industry is so lucrative and entertaining for its viewers as well. Esports is projected to become even bigger in the future. But before we discuss the future of esports, I do think it's important to go over some of the background history of esports and where it all came from. So, competitive video gaming can date back as early as the 1980s. Players would compete in old school gaming tournaments. Players would play old school arcade games like Pinball, Pac-Man, and Donkey Kong for cash prizes and breaking records in the Guinness Book of World Records. But not only were gaming tournaments being born at this time, many TV shows were starting to implement video gaming segments onto their channels. Gaming shows such as Starcade, Amazing, Video and Arcade Top 10, and Game Master are on the rise. But yet none of this was still officially considered esports. Not until 1997 when the first official esports tournament was held. This tournament was called the Red Annihilation Quake Tournament. This tournament brought in a lot of viewers and big grand cash prizes. Following suit after this was Major League Gaming, which did the similar thing but with different games in 2000. So, with the advancement of technology happening in the early 2000s, more games are starting to be developed, and with more games being developed means more potential for esports to evolve. So, with the invention of platforms such as Twitch.com is a streaming platform that allows players to stream themselves playing video games or pretty much whatever they want to. But because of the invention of this streaming platform, esports became extremely popular. A popular game called League of Legends is one of the most viewed games on Twitch.com and is also an esports game. But this game, League of Legends, brought in more average viewers in 2015 than the NBA, the MLB, and the NHL finals of that same year. So this esports gaming tournament sold more tickets than the NBA, the MLB, and the NHL. Now, if this doesn't tell you something about esports, then I don't know what. But now it's becoming evident of the seriousness and the opportunity that esports can bring to those who participate. But because of this, many high schools and universities start to implement esports programs into the curriculum and after-school activities. I don't know if you are familiar or not, but Cleveland State University actually has its own esports team for League of Legends. I played on it the first year, and that was it since then, but I like to play with myself now. But even if you're not a player, there are still ways for you to get in on this lucrative industry. Gaming is a $1 billion industry, and it's projected to grow, but most of that is due to the popularity of esports. But like I said, even if you don't play games, you can still reap the benefits of gaming. There are many gaming stocks to invest in that have potential to grow in the future. Some of these stocks include NVIDIA. NVIDIA is a they build computer parts and graphics cards and stuff for computers and all the specs that these gamers need to play to the best of their capabilities. EA, also known as Electronic Arts, creates games like Madden and Sims, and they create some of the games that these very players play on such a large scale, as well as Activision. If you're not familiar with Activision, they created games such as Call of Duty and other games like that. Basically, any gaming company that creates online massive multiplayer games are good stocks to invest in, as well as investing in the teams themselves. There's a Chinese team called Hoopa, which is on the New York Stock Exchange, and you can buy a stock in them, and you might make some money. But I hope I taught you something today about esports and the potential that it has. So go learn some games or go buy some stocks because it's worth it. Have a good night or good day.